Hey guys, and warm welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace if you're new here, and this is kind of just a whole Goblin Core themed channel. I'm an artist and a lot of my art is Goblin Core themed, if not all of it, and I'm just leaning really hard into the whole aesthetic because I love it and I basically live by it, even before I knew it was called Goblin Core. So I would love it if you liked and followed and commented and shared and did all the great YouTube things to help my videos get out there so I can have a little community of people that love the same things that I do. But today we are going to talk a little bit about how my flea market thing went last weekend. So in my last video I kind of covered it a little bit. I did okay, but not as well as I wanted to, and then did better than I thought I would once I got there because, you know, I was surprised. Also, I want to apologize for all of the noise in the background. The dehumidifier is running, the AC is running, the laundry is going, you know, a day in the life sort of thing. My house is a wreck right now because, you know, husband and I are on vacation and we're just trying to chill and enjoy ourselves while we're here, so don't mind the house. But what I really wanted to talk about first was how bad the wind was. I was not prepared, and I want to be sure that I am the next time I get the chance, because if I had done anything outside at the Easter event like I had wanted to, it would have been bad news. So I wanted to show you what I did to kind of help, I hope, fix some of that. I did buy a few items and I will show them somehow at some point, and then probably link them below just because I like to share what I'm working on and how I'm doing things. So the biggest thing I did was bought a rack. It's like a 4-tier rack. I think it's for books or cards or some kind of stationery, but I think it would really hold all of my frames really well. So these kept falling forward, you know, a couple at a time, and then they would just domino, and it was a disaster. So I bought like a several tier thing. It should sit fairly high up and have like a staircase effect, and it will probably come out pretty wide, and then it's got a really cool little runner at the bottom. You know, like in the grocery store how they have that metal piece that has like the paper that runs through it. I don't know how to explain that, but I'll show you what I end up doing. But anyway, it would be a really cool, I guess, feature that I could do a little piece of art for it, or maybe some prices or something, because that's the other thing. I did decide I'm gonna do a secondary table. I just need the extra space for my signs and things for my pricing. This way I can kind of have more space for better storage on this table that's actually displaying all of my stuff. And then this table will have my pricing menu and all that. And then behind it, I'll have the ability to put all of my packaging materials. I can weigh them down. These boxes will be great because I could put lids on top of them if the wind just gets like crazy. And then I think for the foam core board pieces, I'm just gonna do one big sign all the way across to kind of block this part back here so that, you know, it's obvious that that's not anything for sale. And then this is just one big sign that has my payment stuff, a little blurb about me and that I recycle and all that, and then a section of the actual pricing. That way I don't have several or multiple things to fall over. If it was to just take wind, it would be one thing. And then I can also put all of my little business cards and my playlist thing here and do like a little freebie section, because I do have some little zines that I'll probably still keep little freebies, and then maybe something for like kids, I don't know, a coloring sheet or something to attract people to the booth mostly. I did also buy a display for this. I'll show you what it is in a picture, like here or something. but I'm not going to explain it because I really want it to come in and show you a visual representation of how I'll be able to display all of these vertically, and I think that'll really draw people's eyes in. And then I think the best thing I came up with, I was just sitting here talking to my husband about it, and so before I didn't have anything, these were just open, no rubber band was there. And they were literally just flying out by the droves, and I was having people run around and catch them for me at this flea market, and I felt so embarrassed. Grateful, of course, that they were helping, but super embarrassed. And anyway, I really, truly think that the rubber bands will help with that. And it's just a little, like, $1 box from the Syria section of the Makeman here, which is kind of like a Lowe's hardware, and then a rubber band, and I had a whole bunch of these. So this was a free fix that I really think isn't going to distract or detract from these zines and still give me the ability to hold them in place. Because I was looking at some stuff like what I do for the frames, but they're just so small that by the time you get done stacking them in front of each other, they're going to take up most of the cover or the title, and people aren't going to know what they are. At least with the frames, you know, there aren't going to be so many of them that they're not just going to show up on display, you know, like they'll be able to see them through the wire stuff but not fall through, where these are a little bit too thin and too small for that. And then the other thing I did, I put the dividers back in for this little box, which I also got in the same section as these, and I think I'm going to go get a second one for this kind of stuff to be able to sit sideways in it, because the baskets are just so shallow that they topple right out. And maybe even another one for these, but so far these are small enough that they fit in here just fine. But my favorite thing that I probably did purchase, at least so far, until I find out what these two items are going to be like, is this little acrylic box with a lid. So, you know, these were just flying all over the place, and I don't know if I've talked much about these, but this is all like free Cricut printables, SVGs off of their free stuff website. And I just map them out on big 12 by 12 things, and as I figure out how much scrap paper I have, I print them out. And I just do different ones so that I don't waste all of my leftover vinyl. I haven't really done a vinyl project in a while, so these are actually really left over from the last, like from my last base. And yeah, but there's like some really cute ones, and you know, decals can be expensive. I'm doing 4 for $5, and you can mix and match with the little handmade bookmarks. So I think that's pretty good. But I love that it's, you know, they can still flip through it. They can take out stacks at a time and go through it, and then just the little lid goes right over top, and you can still see everything. I don't love the acrylic look, but this just made way too much sense not to get it for this. I wouldn't want to do it with these, I don't think. I prefer the box that way, but this is perfect for the decals. And then maybe eventually when I make stickers, these will be gone, and I'll be able to use this for something else and get an actual sticker display rack. I don't know, we'll see. I also decided I want to do a mat. I saw somebody at the Easter event that had like a really cute rug out front, and it just really added to the aesthetic of her booth, and I loved it. So I found this little green grass mat at the dollar store, because let me tell y'all, the dollar stores here are on another level. Like, you don't even know. But I think I'm gonna get a second one because I added this table after I bought this. I'll move this down a little bit, keep my beautiful luggage that holds all this when I'm done, and then add a second mat here, and it'll just look so good. And then my banner should come in a few weeks. It basically looks like this. I also got a version that is just the top part here, that's just a picture, and then my name is underneath that. And that will go underneath the table on this side when I figure out how to mount it, because I have no idea. And then I may or may not end up putting out like my custom stuff here, because sometimes I do like animal portraits and things like that, but we'll see, because sometimes getting into the custom stuff isn't really my gig. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at. I really love this idea. If you guys have any other suggestions about fighting the wind on stuff like this, oh, I did actually get some museum putty. So it's kind of like poster putty, but it's clear, and you'll be able to kind of put a little piece under everything just to make sure it stays super secure. When I get the little display for this, it'll definitely help. And then again with the frame, if I end up doing the whole one big piece. But yeah, so those are the changes I've made as far as the booth goes. And this will also have another tablecloth that matches this one, so everything will look really cohesive. I guess really I just want everything to look really nice and really well thought through, because I feel like when you have a whole vibe, a whole aesthetic, it lends to the magic, I guess. Like, you know, you get kind of roped in. You want the cafe that you're sipping at to make you feel like you're in France, you know? Like, doesn't everybody want that? So, I mean, I do. So I'm just looking for that kind of feel. And I know I've probably spent more money up front than I should to start a business, but I've had some of this money saved. This was for this purpose, and I just want it to be done right. I want to be taken seriously. I'm sure you guys get it. But other than that, for this week, I will show you a couple of things that I worked on here in just a second. We went down to another cape and I painted a little landscape. Nothing fancy, just fun. It's actually bigger than most of the things that I tend to work on. It was a panoramic that I just could not paint. It was so pretty. And David did a little bit of droning, and we took some photos. And then on Monday, for the video that I'm gonna post, is us going to the botanical garden, because it was gorgeous out. A little warm, but gorgeous out. And we found so many beautiful things, and a couple things I'm definitely gonna add into my painting. But anyway, here's a little video of some of that. And then all next week I have big plans, lots of stuff to show you guys. I've got several projects I'm gonna be working on. And then I want to maybe try and get started on a big project that I've kind of had in the back of my head, but we'll see how that goes. So anyway, thanks for sticking with me. Please like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. I really appreciate everybody who's along for the ride already, and I can't wait for it to get bigger and have a presence and just be something that everybody is excited about seeing every week. I really want to bring that to the table, not just for everybody else, but for my creativity as well, because I enjoy putting videos together now that I know what I'm doing. And I like showing day-to-day life, so I'll be doing a lot more of that. Yeah, so enjoy. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.